What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Lab Rats, where we test it so you don't have to. I'm RMB.
And I'm Humble. Today we're going to be testing the Sapphire Steel Dime versus Ruby Amethyst matchup. Here's the deck I'm playing today.
And I'll be playing Sapphire Steel. Let's see how these lines work.
Hold on 1 second. Put this here because you were the champ from last episode.
Oh God, I feel power coursing through my veins.
He's gonna regret that.
Oh God, I'm the champion. What was that? What was that word you said? Champion, right? Oh, I'm the champion.
Let's see how these lines work. All right, let's see who goes first. That's a 10. That's a 3.
Ooh, I will be going first.
Rude.
We have some auto ditches right now, so like I'm not a fan of keeping anything uninkable playing this deck. I'm also not a fan of keeping Goat in my opener, just because like this is a card I want to see later, not necessarily earlier. I have the Maleficent plus Friends, which is kind of what you want to do 3/4. I don't know if I want to keep this snake, so like I am kind of good to ditch this. So I'm gonna mulligan 5 cards. All right, so we got pretty fortunate. Like we got a 1, a 2, a 3, and a rabbit. Yeah, this is golden.
All right, so our hands like got a couple of pieces that we really want. Like we've got a 1, 2, 3, which is very, very good. Like we want at least one of these. This card is kind of specific for this matchup too. This is not necessarily for this matchup. On the play, I think we can consider keeping this, but there's like one crucial piece that I think we're missing. Like we're definitely getting rid of this card. I think we're getting rid of this card. We don't need this. It's just a matter of whether or not we want to keep this piece, and without a whole new world, we probably do. And I think we're just gonna mulligan 3. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is actually like really, really good. I like having this in my opener, specifically because if it's a matchup where it's not needed, it's great ink. If it's a matchup where it is needed, like you absolutely want to see it. And like we got some interaction. Yeah, I think this is like a really solid hand.
So we're going first. Drawing these two, both being uninkable, is kind of unfortunate because it means we have to ink any one of the cards that we kind of wanted to see. Like I wanted to see this on 3. It's also relevant that we probably need to keep this in case he does like a 1 jump into Haram. So we are, I think this is the most low impact, especially if he is the wheel deck. I don't want to give him more cards in my hand to wheel away. So we are going to actually ink the Maleficent. And then we're just going to play the Strategist followers and pass.
All right, so we will draw for turn. Not necessarily what we want to see there. We've got...
Love to see it. Love to hear that.
A lot of redundant pieces here, so I think we're probably fine inking a Fortisphere, and we'll play a Popsicle, draw a card, and then send it back.
Yeah, we're going to draw. That's not bad. It's not ideal. Again, because we have these uninkable cards. I think it's probably fine to ink one of these, just because with him inking one of his 8, Popsicle cards, it's pretty evident that he has a Haram in hand. So like we are going to hold on to the Brawl. So I am okay inking your friends on the other side to play the Flynn Rider and a quest for 1. We could have on this board state also quested and then drew a card to try to hit the inkable, but I think the pressure right now is more important. And pass the turn.
Ready, draw. That is definitely not a card we need right this second. I think we're actually probably going to send it to the Inkwell just because we don't have enough ramp to get there early enough. So I think we're going to ink the Tamatoa. And we are going to play our Argus to turn off this Flynn Rider.
That's not good.
And we'll pass to our opponent.
That's pretty unfortunate. It does kind of dodge our removal right now. We did find this, which isn't bad. We have some considerations. So with the card on board and validating the Flynn Rider, I'm not sure how I feel about it. This is no longer useful, but I do think I want to quest for 1, utilize the Churnabox followers, to draw a card to see if we hit a better ink. And that's probably not terrible. It allows us to keep this. So we are going to ink a Madam Mim. No, back that up. So the Chernobog didn't really change anything because we drew another redundant copy. I know we want to keep this, so what we're going to do is quest for 1, play the snake, and then ink the Flynn Rider. And pass turn.
Argus is so good.
Argus is a very large boy and very annoying.
Drop. All right. I don't think we need 2 of these. Like, it's good, don't get me wrong, but I don't think that there's really a world where we're playing both of them in a meaningful amount of time. So I think we're actually going to ink a Tinkerbell, exert 3, play a Fishbone Quill, we'll activate the Fishbone Quill, we'll hide an ink, and then we will pay 1 for another Popsicle, draw a card. And do we care about, I don't think we care about the snake. If he wants to trade snake for Argus, that's like probably fine. Yeah, I think we'll quest for 1. And if he wants to trade snake for Argus, I'm okay with that trade.
Okay, draw. Okay, so we have some pretty relevant cards. I think I'm okay inking this redundant copy of Snake. Just because, kind of like he was talking about before, if he wants to trade Argus and Snake, I don't think I care. I do think I want to start spinning these because it's going to unlock the rest of our hand. So we are going to play this Madam Mim. Going to play a rabbit to draw a card. I'm going to quest for 1 and pass it back.
All right, so we will ready and draw.
So this does open us up to him potentially wheeling. I don't think he would do that. He's more likely to like ink a card, play like double ink, and then play a 6-drop.
You want to tell me how to do my turn?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thanks. Can I be a part of this video too?
Sure.
Thanks,
sorry,
fam.
Sorry. It's just your deck has so many readable lines. I just know what you're gonna do.
It has so many awesome plays like this Toy Maker to eat a popsicle and draw 2 cards. I think we activate our quill. We will ink a bell and play a Mr. Smee. And we will quest for 1. Go to 2 and send it back.
So we have 2 redundant copies, which is like kind of nice. We are gonna start the turn always by singing Friends on Their Side. That is not terrible, but it's not great. We are going to fire the Brawl off on the Haram. Can't let that thing survive.
He's just a little rat. He's trying to make some toys for the children.
Yeah, it's kind of sus if you ask me. I think I am okay sending this snake into the Argus. It's not really doing anything, which is like okay. He's getting 2 wheel turns, so he's getting pretty low in the hand, so I do need to consider that. So I do want to eventually get one of these down. I think I have to kind of take a step back off these, especially because he lost the Haram. So he's more incentivized to wheel now instead of drawing using Haram to draw cards. So we're gonna ink. I think we're inking this crab. Crab's not really doing us any favors. The crab is not for this matchup. And we are gonna go ahead and quest for 1. We're actually pressuring a little bit more than him right now. Like he does have the ability next turn to play bigger guys that quest for more, but I think we have to risk that at this point.
We will draw for turn. I don't know that that's doing anything right now. So I think now we're just gonna put him in super awkward positions. So I think we are going to trade the snake. Trade the rabbit?
Trigger draw card.
We will activate our popsicle on the Smee to remove this 2 damage. We're going to activate Quill. ink a beast, and we're gonna play a big old Tommy boy.
That's a big dude.
Get back one of these popsicles to our hands.
Yep.
And we'll send it back to you.
Okay, draw for turn. Okay, so we have a million of these now. I think we're past the prime of Brawl. We can't really deploy this because it's dead on board already.
This took a damage too, by the way.
So we're just going to deploy 2 Sisus and pass the turn.
We will ready, draw. So we're going to start off with a popsicle, draw card.
Must be.
We will quest for 3, go to 5, get back a popsicle.
Yep.
And pay 1 to play the popsicle, draw a card. We will activate our fishbone quill. And we will pay 4 to take out one of these Sisus.
Sure.
With 2 baboons. We will quest for... I don't know that we actually want to like unlock the ability for our opponent to play Bee King Undisputed. Like, if we exert this, yeah, we gain 2, then he just gets to run the Sisu into it, and since we only have 1 card in hand. Alternatively, he could like run Maui plus Sisu and we still lose the Tamatoa, but then we keep a Smee in play, so like, I think I'm actually just gonna pass.
Okay. I'm gonna draw. So it's not the most wonderful thing to see. We are gonna start with it though, or start with this rather. Draw a card. So we did draw this, which is quite nice. I think we're okay to ink this right now because it's so far away from winning us the game actively. This is a little bit less appealing for me to ink, especially because he's only got 1 card in hand, and like obviously he could have a whole new world in hand that he can sing with a Tamatoa, but I think he's incentivized to just hardcast the wheel because Tamatoa is questing for so much, and it's gonna get in the popsicles back. So I think we are just gonna ink this Merlin, play another Sisu.
3 Sisus.
Yeah, I drew them all. This doesn't have a lot of power on it right now, but if he wants to remove it, he has to run both his things, so I will be questing for 2 and passing the turn.
Already, draw for turn. That was probably the best possible draw in our deck.
Was that a Haram Flavor Chain?
It was, in fact. So always draw first. We'll eat one of these popsicles, draw 2. Card is quite good as well. How many cards do you have in hand?
I have 3.
That's not very many.
Feel free to wheel.
We will quest for 3, go to 8.
Yep.
Get back a popsicle. And we will play said popsicle, draw a card.
Yep.
That card's pretty good. We will quest for 2, go to 10. We will play another Smee. We're left with 2. So I've been holding on to this card for quite some time now. This kind of like changes our game plan a little bit too. Like if we ever get to do this multiple times, then like we probably win the game. But barring exactly like Be Prepared, I don't think we're like in any real rush to do anything right now. Like we're winning this race. This Tamatoa is going to be really difficult for him to deal with. I do feel like these being at 4 is kind of bad. So like I probably have to activate this and just send this bye-bye. And then the only real question is whether or not we save this one more turn, and I think we're okay saving this one more turn. If he wants to run all 3 guys in just to deal with Tamatoa, I think I'm okay with that. So I'll pass. This will take a damage.
Okay, we're gonna draw. Yeah, that's the 4th one of those. Cool. Love it, love it, love it. We are gonna start by running this rabbit into Tamatoa. Draw a card. Well, we are pretty good to do this, to kill the Tamatoa.
Tommy down.
Tommy is indeed down. So, we have a couple lines. We can get the third, like another one of this down, which incentivizes him less to wheel, because then they'll just be all huge. Alternatively, we can like ink one of these, play this. I'm not sure how good that is, because right now we can pressure to 11. Yeah, so we're going to ink this fox. I'm going to play another Sisu. I'm going to quest for 4.
Sure.
And I'll pass.
So we're ready.
Outing the Tamato is huge.
Yeah, like I didn't like him dying there, but what are you gonna do?
Well, the biggest thing is just cutting off of a singer. Like, I want you to like pay full retail for all your songs.
I don't want to pay anything for him. We'll play Fortisphere, draw a card.
It's okay, that's the Tamato.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Okay, I'm going to go for sneeze into one of my CCs.
Play a Cogsworth.
Ooh, that makes that worse.
We have 2 in hand, so they are 3 somethings.
3/4.
I think I am going to quest for 1. Eat this popsicle to draw 2. Okay. We will activate Fishbone Quill here. We will pay 2 for a 1 jump ahead. Put 1 into our inkwell. You can go to 17. How much ink do you have?
8.
So you can't goat bounce. I think we just go to 15. Popsicle this Smee. And then we are going to Fortisphere this Haram Flaversham.
Sure.
So he has Bodyguard. I'll use this dice to reflect Bodyguard till next turn and pass to you.
Draw. How many cards in hand?
2.
So there are 3 4s.
Yeah.
Draw for turn. That's kind of okay. So I think we want to start with this. Because it's going to out something. I doubt it's going to, the Cogsworth is not going to get got by this, and neither is the Haram, but it is going to get one of the Smees. But he is questing for 8 million next turn. Yeah, so we are going to just run everything into the Haram. You'll take 2, 4, 6.
Yep.
We will be King Undisputed. You will sacrifice one of your guys. We have 2 options. We are obviously going to cast one of these. He has the Singer for a Whole New World, so I'm remiss to put another card into my hand. And I kind of want him to be pressured a little bit more. Because if he doesn't deal with the entire board plus this, then he just loses next turn. And then, well, not next turn if we draw a goat, but
These all have a damage on them, by the way.
Oh, they do all have a damage on them. And then I will end the turn.
Okay. Really kind of wanted to win this turn, but there's still like a super small chance that we could win this turn. But it would require us to hit exactly Lucky Dime. It would require exactly Lucky Dime. You know, I don't know if I feel that comfortable. So I think we're going to ink this Fishbone Quill. We are going to pay 3 to Rise of the Titans, the Queen's Castle.
Yeah, that was the punish.
We've inked 1. The question is whether or not I do have a whole new world. The question is whether or not I want to sing it or I want to hard cast it here. I would have 10, possibly 11 ink to play with. And then like the other question is do I just use one of these Smees to out a Sisu right now? Or do I want to try to like... I think I just try to stop you from winning the game will allow me to win the game faster, but like...
Yeah, because
if I was gonna go for exactly the Lucky Dime play, like I would have just inked the Rise of the Titans, like YOLO wheeled hardcast and like hope that I hit it. If I hit it,
yeah, because if you sing wheel, you can't win off Lucky Dime this turn.
Right. It's just a matter of whether or not I want to kill a Sisu.
You don't. They're fine.
6. You're at 6.
No,
16.
No, don't look at this and don't look at these.
17 next turn.
Focus on your own game plan. It's fine.
Yeah. I think I am gonna just sing it though. I'm gonna sing a whole new world.
Discard this rabbit. Draw 7.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. That is a lot of cards. Holy. Okay. We'll start with a popsicle draw card.
Okay, we don't like to see that.
We'll pay 5 for a Cogsworth.
Okay.
We'll pay 2 for an Argus.
It's a big boy.
We'll pay 2 for a Smee.
Those are big guys.
We will use Fishbone Quill to ink this. So I have 3 in hand, which makes them all 4s. With resist 2, they would take 2. We're like assuredly getting Be Prepared here. We're almost guaranteed to get Be Prepared here. So do I want to stop you from getting to 17 or do I want to get to 17 myself? I think I want to stop you from getting to 17 because like you have goats. So I'm going to attack into Sisu. This is going to take 2 damage.
Yep.
And like I force you to be prep and say go.
So did not draw the B prep off the wheel.
Hell yeah.
I think we have to look for it. We don't have a choice. Well, when you're God's favorite. So I will quest for 2.
Okay.
Then we are going to hit the B prep.
That's fine. I'm okay with this.
Yeah, it doesn't feel the best, especially based on like my hand.
Because it's like you time walk yourself.
Yeah, I am going to go ahead and ink for a turn, however. I think we're past the point of this being good because like we're kind of on this plan now. So I'm going to ink the Maui. Go.
So we'll draw.
Flynn would have been a great
That's pretty
pickup to have.
good. Like this changes our entire game plan now. So like we just win the game. So we're gonna pay 3 for a Fishbone Quill, and we'll pay 7 for a Lucky Dime and pass you.
That's unfortunate. So we're gonna draw. So the hand doesn't do anything, really anything actually. If he is in fact winning next turn, then like there's not a lot we can do about it. Show me a crab. There we go. Yeah.
What's the card draw for turn? Irrelevant.
Yeah, if you had opted to not kill my Sisu, I think I got it because I had goat bounce. I had goat double fox.
Yeah, so I do probably lose there in that situation. So like, I mean, obviously drawing a Lucky Dime last turn was really, really good. Oh, there's another one too.
Oh yeah, well, just got them all.
Yeah, I don't just have, you know, everything under the sun.
All right, so we are going second, which we are keeping this every time. Kind of have 2 parts of the curve we want to see. I do want to keep. Do think I want to keep this. Debating keeping this just to have some form of interaction. Because if he plays like an Argus, then like it messes up this plan. We could also keep a bounce just to have guaranteed ink and interaction. I do think I'm just going to keep the Be King Undisputed. It might come back and hurt us, but we're going to risk it. Then draw 3 cards.
Risking it for the biscuit?
For the biscuit. All
For
the
the
biscuits.
Triscuits?
I don't know about Triscuits, but biscuits,
You don't like Triscuits?
they're fine, but like they're not better than biscuits.
I mean, that's fair. So like we see these 3 in our opener. So like we're looking to do something like very, very specific this game, especially being on the play. Like all these other cards are fine, but like it doesn't enable this. So I think we're gonna actually just mulligan these 4 and just try to find ramp. So we'll mull 4. One of those was in fact ramp. So I think that's like pretty good.
My mulligan was not exactly great.
Mine like wasn't fantastic, but like I can't really be too mad at it.
I mean, like I get a draw step before I have to ink, so it's not that terrible.
Oh, you got one of those hands?
Like I just would rather not ink some of the cards that I have in my hand.
That's fair. I definitely don't want to ink this Tamatoa, but I have to. And I'm gonna play a popsicle. And that was the best possible draw. And I'll pass back to you.
I'll draw. That's not wonderful, unfortunately. It's just not doing anything for us. So we are going to ink this crab. And unfortunately, we have to pass the turn.
We love to see it. We're gonna draw for turn. And we will ink this here Haram.
Ooh, that's a show of strength if I ever saw one.
And we are going to cast a 1 jump ahead.
Okay.
And send it back.
We're going to draw. That was a very good draw, to be completely honest. Him inking a Haram kind of telegraphs he has another one, especially after a 1 jump. So we are going to ink this Merlin Goat, and we are going to play this Flynn Rider. This will ensure that if he wants to kind of like jam the Haram next turn, then like we are going to get the 3 lore. I'll pass the turn.
So ready, draw. I think we will play a Fortis Sphere and draw a card.
This is where you play Argus and get me, run my pockets for everything I'm worth.
Like we have a couple of different options here. I think it's probably better for us to just ramp and like. Is it though?
Yes, you want to ramp. You do not want to interact with the opponent's bird.
I actually don't think that that's correct.
Man,
this is gonna seem like really weird, but I'm actually gonna ink the smash here. Play a Fishbone Quill, activate the Fishbone Quill. We're gonna ink this. We're gonna play another Fortis Sphere, draw a card, and send it back. We'll allow him to get
so we get 3
Flynn activation.
We're gonna draw.
This could punish me though.
I'm still interested in keeping this. So it's one of these 3 that's going to be the ink for the turn. We aren't really doing anything else, so like I think it's cast this turn. But I want to keep this for Harams. He's getting kind of past the point where he wants to cast that, so like if he's getting to turns where he can like do Tinkerbell and stuff, so like I'm tempted to ink this, but I think we are just going to get rid of this Queen's Castle. Gonna hard cast a Friends from the other side just to draw 2 cards. Then I'm going to get in for 1, and I'll pass the turn.
Well, ready. That's not the card you want to see. We will activate Fishbone Quill. We will ink a Cogsworth, and we are going to hard cast a Whole New World, pitching a Fishbone Quill.
That's actually not bad for us.
I just didn't like have any 2-drops this entire game, so like well, these are all interesting cards. I think we're actually just gonna boom this Flynn and say go.
I'll draw. This is pretty good after the card he just played, so we are just gonna hard cut, like just play the Sisu. We got a refund on this. I don't think we need these anytime soon. So we are going to ink a Maui, and I'll pass the turn.
So we'll ready our Quill, draw for turn. Our hand's insane, so we will...
Don't like to hear that.
Activate a Quill. We are going to pay 6 for a Tinkerbell.
Sure. 1 damage on the CC.
And we will pay 2 for an Argus.
That is a big dude.
Yeah, he's a chonkers. The question is do we want to ink anything here? And I think the answer is yes. I think we're going to ink this Baboom and send it back to you, sir.
Okay, we're going to draw. We are going to quest for 2. Play the Mana Mim. This is going to reset the snake, or reset the dragon. We're getting kind of past the point where, like, I want to hold this. This might be a mistake. It might just be one of this, like, ink this. I think I'm going to hold this one more turn. I'm just going to ink this, the snake, redeploy the Sisu. And that's turn.
All right, we've got a pretty sizable ink advantage here. We really need to kind of pressure and close this door.
Pretty sizable ink advantage. Yes, the deck with Fishbone Quill has the pretty sizable ink advantage. What a shock.
We're going to activate Quill. We're going to ink a Smee. We'll pay 7, get this Lucky Diamond play.
Yep.
And we're going to spin a wheel.
You got to be prepared.
Whee! 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm pretty happy with this. I keep getting refunds on the cards I keep wanting to see.
We will pay 2 for a Mr. Smee. We're going to activate Lucky Dime on Smee, gain 2.
I got you, dog.
And we're going to use Argus to sing a 1 jump ahead.
Sure.
And we'll send it back to you.
That's it. We're going to draw for turn. I don't know how relevant drawing this is on this board state. I do think I want to get rid of this. Like, I do want to... I need to start playing board cleanup. So I'm going to ink the snake. How many cards in your hand?
5 or 6? 5.
So that actually changes things. So I do get to clear his whole board. So Sisu will run into the Tinkerbell. Madame Mim will run into the Argus. And Madame Medusa will clear the Smee. And then turn.
So this is perfect. This is where we want red, purple in react mode and not attack mode.
Place 1 card face down. Defense position. Pass my turn. My grandfather's deck has no pathetic cards, Ryan.
We'll start off with a Fortisphere, draw a card.
You have so many of those.
We'll start off with a Popsicle and draw a card. We'll play a Fortisphere and draw a card.
Would you like to play another Popsicle and draw a card?
You know, I was considering it, but I don't know that we need
You have
to.
2 more.
You are correct, sir. I think we might have inked one.
Wow, ink one.
Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
That's blasphemous.
We are going to we're going to get rid of one of them because we're going to play a Flavershim, eat a Fortisphere,
Ooh, that's bad.
draw 2. There's the card. Okay, so we have 5 ink at our disposal. We can start inking some of this stuff that we don't actually need. We want to get 2 more ink in the inkwell.
No, you don't.
Yeah, we do. So I will ink an Argus, activate a Fishbone Quill on this, play a Cogsworth, and then we're going to activate Diamond Cogsworth, gain 2.
Yep.
And with that, we will pass it back to you with like 37 ink.
How many cards in here?
I don't know, 1 billion, 5, 4? 4. It's actually just 4. It's not that many.
So we have a cool line. We have a cool line that can pressure a lot, actually. The only issue is I don't know if I want him to keep the Singer on board. I don't know if I can afford to care. So we're going to ink the Strandwalk's Followers. We're going to start by brawling not the Cogsworth. I wish I could brawl Cogsworth. We're going to brawl the Haram. I am going to go ahead and quest for 1. And then we are going to throw down a pair of Flint's. And that's my turn.
All right, we will ready our fancy items. We will draw for turn. That's a card. Oh boy.
Don't like to hear that.
How do we want to do this is the real question.
Incorrectly is the right answer for me. You should just not play your hand optimally.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 ink
That's
available.
so many inks.
That's a couple inks available.
You have double my ink.
So like I think we're past the point of like ever needing to do this ever again. I don't know that this is relevant either. Actually, that's more relevant than this is. So I think we're gonna ink Tinkerbell.
Love that.
We're going to activate Fishbone Quill.
Hate that.
We will play a second Lucky Dime.
That is not good.
We will double activate Lucky Dimes on Cogsworth, go to 8.
Yep.
We'll hard cast Let It Go on Madame Medusa, and we will quest for 2.
Sure.
And send it back to you with 1 in hand.
Draw. So that's a pretty good draw. We already had this, so this is kind of what we're going to do. He's only got 1 card in hand. Like, we are dead to like a Tamatoa off the top. Which if he has a Tamatoa, then like bad beats, I suppose. So we are just going to run out with Maui. And Maui's going to kill Cogsworth.
Cogsworth has perished.
We are going to quest for 2. Just red-purple things. Everything is uninkable. So we will pass.
We're going to untap our 400 ink.
That is approximately the amount that you have.
We will draw for turn, so let's see, 8 for a Tamatoa. That was in our hands.
Oh, wow, yes.
We can also play this Smee too if we want to. We also like get a popsicle back.
Yes, that we get it, Ryan.
Yeah.
You defeated me.
Oh. Activate for 176.
Yep. That was fun. I thoroughly enjoyed that matchup.
Did you?
Spoiler alert, no, I didn't.
Yeah, so those matchups kind of went the way that I expected them to go.
Yeah, the internet lied to me. They should have gone a lot better for me, and they didn't. God.
Put it over here.
Ooh.
Feels pretty good.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have gloated so much when I got crowned the first time.
You were the champ from last episode.
Oh, God, I feel power coursing through my veins.
He's gonna regret that.
Oh, God, I'm champion? What was that word you said? Champion, right? Oh, I'm the champion. So, yeah, it is what it is. Like, I didn't see the optimal lines. Like, I didn't have my, like, the Flynn Sisu Castle kind of line. You had the Argus game one, which kind of, even if I did see it, it didn't matter. Also, seeing all 4 of my Sisus in the top, like, 15 cards of my deck was, like, not ideal.
No, I mean, the triple Sisu that you had was almost the reason you were gonna win that game.
Yeah.
Which is, like, why I had to, like, make that awkward play where, you know, the Smee had to crash into one of the Sisus instead of, like, me going up to 17 just to try to keep you away from that go bounce territory.
Yeah, so like I think going back a little bit, I think the consensus on the majority of the player base thinking that red purple is favored into blue steel. They're not taking into consideration how difficult blue steel is to pilot and how many micro decisions you have to make in order to, like, for example, every turn of the game you have 68 decisions that you can make, and 60 of them are wrong. So like identifying the correct decision to make to put you in a position to win the game rather than not lose the game is extremely difficult. And it just so happens I had to pair against the man who invented the deck. So obviously can't really bank on misplays there. I think I got a little unlucky, not like super unlucky. Like I think I had a decent-ish draw the entire game. You invalidated my castles pretty well by like having just dudes on the board. Flynn got to trigger once, and then like couldn't trigger again.
Flynn triggered because I allowed it to trigger. So.
Yeah. Gloat more. But no, yeah, like it felt very bad on my side. Obviously, I'm not a red purple pilot, and there's probably gonna be tons of people in the comments telling me like what I did wrong. But I play Mufasa, man. Like I know what you expect me to do.
I mean that's fair, but you do play red decks.
Yeah.
So I think I was definitely wrong. I know I had some like pretty choice words that I said about Argus. I've been testing Argus out a little bit lately, and the card has just been an absolute powerhouse against red purple specifically for a couple of different reasons. Number one, it turns off Flynn from being able to trigger. Number two, it checks the Sisu, which is very, like, four willpower is nothing to scoff at. Like, that's, like, the Sisu body is like,
Yeah, so
this is a good body.
being on the other, like, I also was, thought Argus was, for lack of a better term, cap.
Yeah, I did too.
But God, that thing hurt. That thing does work. It is a big gooey
Trades
boy.
with Medusa too, which is crazy.
Yeah, it trades with a bunch of things. Like, having 4 power is not
That's a lot
irrelevant.
for a 2-drop.
Yeah.
Like if you're ever in a situation where you're like Argus me, I have 2-drops, a total of 4 willpower or 4 ink that I've paid
Yeah.
to essentially invalidate your castle.
Yeah,
Like, I think
you've invalidated, like, so Argus by itself invalidates the entirety of what Red Purple's curve is, right? Because it turns off the Flynn, it invalidates the castles, and it can one-shot the Sisus. Yeah. So, like, it kind of does everything you want that card to do in this matchup specifically. Is it good into all the matchups?
No,
absolutely
not at all.
But, like, it's ink in those matchups.
Right.
But, like, in the matchup there where it shines, it
it's
felt
just there for
very
red
bad to be staring down. Like, when you inked one, I was like, yeah, there we go. Guess what's gonna trigger?
yeah, it's there for red purple. It's got like minor applications against the Mufasa deck, only because like we don't have a really good answer to Gaston. So like Gaston's gonna get value, and like that's gonna feel really bad. But now I have something that can just one-shot that Gaston as well.
Yeah, but like you also, so coming from the Mufasa's perspective, because you know that one's mine. I don't care. If you don't kill Gaston before Gaston turns sideways, you lose. Like I do not care.
I don't get to interact with that card.
Run
so
your
like,
4/1 into my Lilo all you want. Run it into my Gaston. Run it into my Mufasa. Run it into anything you want. I don't care.
so you see what this is doing? This is prefacing a battle of the babies.
Hey. Whoa.
Okay.
That's,
You guys don't get to know about it yet.
you can't spoil it. That's a secret episode.
Okay, fair. Well, as always, we appreciate you guys. Thanks for sticking around. Remember to like, subscribe, follow. Shout outs to Keanu, the
man behind the magic.
The man behind the magic, making this all happen. And shout out to Gamers Command, allowing us the opportunity to have this wonderful recording studio.
Yeah, it's actually, if you are a gamer in Tampa, if you play any board games, card games, if you are in the Tampa area or in the Brandon area or anywhere close to Florida area, please stop in. It's one of the best card shops you could ask for.